Hello. So unless you live under a rock, which you might,
I'm not sure where you live.
you probably have heard of Robert Pattinson's pasta dish. So in case you haven't heard at all, Robert Pattinson did an interview with GQ. I'm pretty sure he was the cover guy. In the interview, he was explaining how he had this business idea or a restaurant idea where nobody has made a pasta that you can hold in your hand, like a fast food pasta. He then proceeds to make the single most up bizarre dish that the internet has ever seen. To his defense, in the article he does say that he eats like a wild animal, which after you see the ingredient list for this dish you will understand. So reading from the article, it requires one giant filthy dust-covered box of cornflakes. The reason he uses cornflakes is because he realized he didn't have breadcrumbs and he said, oh, that's basically
the same thing.
One incredibly large novelty lighter. I only have this, but it does the job. So 9 packs of pre-sliced cheese. And then it just says
sauce.
So I picked up some Napolitana with Mediterranean herbs. He puts on latex gloves. This recipe is basically half sugar. So I've got some white sugar. He uses penne and then a hamburger bun. I had to buy a pack of 6. Which is really annoying. I don't know if he's pulling a giant meme on all of us. It would make sense because this is actually just the most bizarre thing ever. And everyone's like, is he okay? Like, is he okay? Maybe Twilight wasn't his low point. That's all I'm saying. He pulls out some sugar and some aluminium foil and makes a bed. A kind of hollowed out sphere with the foil. Okay, so it's like a bowl.
Right, he's making a bowl.
He says, so obviously, first things first, you gotta microwave the pasta. This is just blows my mind because he no doubt has a perfectly good stove. That's way too much. I filled it up so that the water is just covering all of the pasta. That's what he says. I don't trust him, but that's what he says. And I'm gonna put this in the microwave for 8 minutes. So that is in the microwave for 8 minutes, and I've now realized that that is going to make
the most annoying sound ever.
But I feel like we're just going to have to deal with it. So you do cornflakes, and then sugar, and then cheese. So we need to do the layer of breadcrumbs, which, imagine if he was high for this entire GQ interview, and then he like woke up the next day and he was like,
what was that recipe that I told the entire world to make?
Oh, that's so satisfying. This is what we have. Looks amazing. He said you really need to congeal everything in an enormous amount of sugar and cheese. And it literally says he begins dumping sugar on top, so okay. That feels like enough for now.
That's disgusting.
After the sugar, he opens his first package of cheese and begins layering slice after slice onto the sugar foil. Then more sugar. The pasta's done. The pasta is done. Ah, okay, the pasta is done. It's nice and, ow, it's nice and steamy. That's not cooked at all. Okay, I'm gonna put it back in for like 3 more minutes, I guess. So I have to cut this into 9 slices. This is a terrible idea. Oh, yeah, no. We then start layering the cheese. That's the noise that our microwave makes when it's finished.
It's really cute.
The pasta has to be done because I'm not putting it in for any longer. Then more sugar. This looks delicious. Then he adds the sauce. I don't know how much. This is disgusting. What if this is what he genuinely cooks for himself? Hey Siri, how old is Robert Pattinson?
Robert Pattinson is 34 years old.
This has to be a joke. It has to be a joke because if you're 34, this is what you make when you first move into college and you've like just got a microwave in your room and that's it.
This is literally what that is.
Anyway, okay, back to the recipe. Okay, so after the sauce, which we've done, it says the microwave dings, he burns himself on the bowl of pasta. Same. Ah, it's nice and ow. It's really cute that we both did that. I love you, Rob. No idea if it's cooked or not. He dumps the pasta in anyway.
Does he strain it?
Frick. I understand now that I should have made a better bowl. This is a mess. It says the little pillow is now mostly built. He pours more sugar on top of it. It's disgusting. Do you dare me to eat a piece of sugary pasta? That is literally the most confusing thing I've ever put in my mouth. Then produces the top half of the bun, which he hollows out. He places it on top of the rest of whatever the hell this thing is and begins burning the top of the bun with the novelty lighter. Okay. Oh shit. I need to preheat the oven because apparently he puts this in the oven for 10 minutes.
My name is Harriet.
So I'm gonna try and do a letter H.
This is not doing anything.
This is kind of concerning that this isn't burning because like, does that mean that it's just full of chemicals? Oh, what if I do it like this? That is the burn mark that we have. Alright, I don't care. So this is what we've made so far. This is the piccolini cuscino. What I really like about this dish is that you may have noticed a trend in my videos where I do tend to f everything up. This is already so chaotic that there's actually no way I could f it up. In she goes. Set a timer for 10 minutes. I'm just thinking about the fact that he like didn't even, oh my god, there's so many things that are wrong with this now that I'm thinking about it. Okay, this is what's wrong with this dish. 1, he couldn't find breadcrumbs in the store, right? So that's why he decided to use cornflakes. And yet, he literally has a bun that he puts on the top. Is that not literally breadcrumbs? Like you just separate that and sprinkle it on the bottom? Like, why did he not do that? Also, why did he put an entire bun on the top of the dish? That makes no sense. Some good news that came out of this though is I just ate a piece of pasta and it is cooked. So you can cook pasta in the microwave. It tastes good. It actually tastes good. Nice and al dente. So my kitchen is starting to smell
Quite intense.
and I can also kind of hear like a faint crackling sound. We have just less than 2 minutes left, so I'm just gonna wait.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
It is time officially to take the, what's it called? Piccolini cucina? It is now time to take the piccolini
Cuscino.
out of the oven. Wow, it actually smells really good. Holy shit, this smells amazing. There is a little bit of smoke. Let's do the unboxing. It looks exactly the same as when it went in the oven, except that the vegan cheese has melted. It just looks like a burger that went wrong. It's officially time to try this. I just need to wait for this to cool. It's really hot. This tastes really good. Why does this taste so good? I am shook that I like this. I could eat the whole thing. 100%. I want to see if it's just me that this tastes good too, so I'm going to go and get Ethan, my boyfriend, and get him to taste it. So this is what I made.
Looks like something you'd eat after you came out of the club or something like that.
So go for it.
Where to start? Oh god, I feel like this is gonna be bad. It's alright, it's not like horrendous. It looks way worse than it tastes. Who would try and make that?
Yeah, what kind of loser would ever try and make this stupid recipe? So what do you think? What's like a rating out of 10?
It's probably 3. It's not horrendous, it's pasta and sauce.
3 out of 10. I think it's really good.
It's so sweet, like.
It is sweet, but
This is irrelevant. This does not
I
need
know.
to be there. That's I
Agreed.
don't understand. What's the tinfoil about?
I think it's so you don't have to use a bowl. So I made a tinfoil bowl
Yeah, not good. Sorry, Rob, it's a no from me. I'm out.
So that was Ethan's opinion on it. I disagree. I'm gonna give this a 6 out of 10. Modifications I would make. I would do breadcrumbs instead of cornflakes, basically no sugar. And this is so dumb. I think that was definitely a meme. You know what I'm saying? Has no relevance on this dish at all. I hope that Robert Pattinson is doing okay during this time. I thank him for blessing the internet with this recipe. Hope you all have a fab day, and I will see you next Wednesday with a new video.